It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
On one, ready? 11 mighty. Gun. 11 Thomas. Right 80.
Now it's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Bengals in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a...
And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action. Stroud now. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Texans.
Oh, go. Tony.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
18. Let's go.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You talk about this Bengals defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
As Stroud now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Bengals 5-yard line.
Stroud. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Bijan Robinson, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against the secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll give this out the middle to Brown. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Eleven. 12. Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll give him 8 that time. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Burrow going for it on 4th. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Stroud looking to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Gun. 11. Got.
Burrow will throw. And now look at this. Big gain by fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
His man, Dell. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
18. Look at hot.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans have moved out in front. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And no thought of bringing this one out. We'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Brown is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get out.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have broken our ties. They take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this week?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they can't.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives.
Here we go.
And double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football, or you're going to cost your team chances.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
180.
Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On 2. Here we go, here we go.
From the gun to give to Brown. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Right back to Brown. And he will take it on for the Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Stroud. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Higgins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to do it with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
12, 11, mighty. Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Man open left side is Brown. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there.
11,
He sees
11.
things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape
11,
route
11.
and still getting a decent gain.
12, 12, 12.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
11, empty.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Burrow picked off by a guy he won a title with in FSU, Derek Stingley. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stroud. Open man is Higgins. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. 20! And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Houston.
Stroud keeps it. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded in the end zone. They'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, 65 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Demetrius Knight charging hard for that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This is Brown going up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at
Here we
the
go.
20-yard line.
Wide 80.
Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Let's get set. Wide 80.
Throw right side, put in by Higgins. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I'm one, ready? Gun.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He'll try to do it himself. But he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Bijan Robinson with career touchdown number 60. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
11,
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
At the 36-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking deep here for Chase. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
This pass complete to Higgins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's get set. 12. 180. 180.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Eleven. Gun. 12. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. T. Higgins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Stroud. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hand off now to Robinson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 at this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. A misconnect protection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got to look down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown, 51 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Man open is Robinson. There he goes again. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back to throw. Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd down and goal. Stroud looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They motion the running back out left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Takedown from 4 yards out. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 215 yards yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Here we go. Stop.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keeps the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
I'm one, ready?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
11 MT. Wide 80. Wide exact. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop it.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Brown once more. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
All right. 19 seconds. 18. That's it.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Higgins. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Again, it's Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had that low down one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here we go. This is fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. take Dell with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big fourth-down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And
there he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This is 1st and 10.
All right.
Now Stroud. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Texans.
Here we go. 18.
Here's Stroud. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Sprout's pass.
11.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first down.
You got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Tackled by the quarterback, Derek Stingley.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
11, Thomas. Here we go. Right 80. Right up.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it.
Here we go.
First down.
Right 80.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.